4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, knight c3, knight f6, bishop b5. Okay, castle. Yeah, so in this point of time, till now everything is totally fine. But because the white king has castle, now you also need to start preparing about your castle. But you need to worry about this pawn. This pawn on e5 is right now defended by this knight.
Yes.
And it may be get complicated if this pawn is captured or when this knight is not there. So for example, if this bishop captures, then there is no one to defend. Even if you capture with this pawn, then this knight capture, then even if the move you play d4 to attack both knight and this pawn, then the knight may go back, and then if you try to capture this pawn with your knight or with queen, then this rook will come on e file because your king is still in the center.
Mm-hmm.
In this position, the safest move is you should simply play d6.
Even now the bishop can give a check, no? It can capture my knight.
Now if bishop capture, no problem, you capture with this pawn.
Okay.
These two pawns are not a big issue for now.
Okay. And castling on this side, king side.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
So now your bishop has two way to enter into the game, either this side or this side.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And you have this bishop also. So these two bishop will compensate for these two double pawns.
Yes.
So this is the first move I want you to remember, that when your opponent has castled, always play safe in the center because your king is still in the center.
Mm-hmm.
So now you can play d6. Now these three pawns are nicely defending everything.
Mm.
And now you are ready for
Okay.
the castle. No need to worry about your knight. It is nicely defended.
Before moving my pawn, should I castle? Or after moving my pawn?
So you can castle also, that is also fine, but then there are complications you need to calculate. For example, if you castle, then he can capture, then you capture with this pawn, then he will capture this knight, then you may have to go there, and then he will
Acha.
go back, then you capture with this knight. So there are too many things you need to.
Mm-hmm. Again, my queen gone. Okay.
And then your queen has to come maybe somewhere back. So
Okay. The best thing is okay.
yeah, this is the safest, like very easy, keeping things under control. Simply play d6.
Okay.
So now it doesn't matter what he does. Even if you don't capture your knight, if he play, for example, rook even on the same file, you simply go for the castle.
Yes.
Or if he play this, so now he's preparing to play bishop g5.
Yeah.
In this opening, still you can wait for the castling because there is no rook on e5, so you can even play h6 before castle.
Okay.
And now, for example, if he like, because now you are also ready to bring your bishop on g4, he may also play h3 to prevent this.
Yes.
So now, still, because there is a no rook on e file, you can still wait for one more move. You can even play a6.
Okay. At this stage, I should play. Okay.
So this a6 you can play attacking the bishop, and also same time you are creating this breathing square for your bishop,
Yeah.
because this knight may come to a4 and attack your bishop. So even if you go to b6, he may exchange his knight with the bishop.
Mm.
So this a7 square become available for your bishop.
Okay.
So
Generally,
and
I play that A, no A or A in this when that bishop comes.
yeah,
So
no
I should
need to
remember
place too
this.
soon.
Okay.
You finish your safety in the center, and then castling. This bishop is going nowhere, so no need to worry about that.
Mm.
So this structure you can remember. In this opening, the black structure will look like this. And when this structure is complete, now you are ready to guess.
Okay. So the pawn, this I should have E.
Yeah, D6 is the main move.
Okay. D6. Okay.
So now also no problem. Bishop captured. Now this knight captured your pawn. Now there is a move that you should play. Which move we have discussed in this position?
Castling.
Castling you do when there is a knight and there is a bishop. There is no bishop.
Bring my queen to
Here,
E7. E7.
if you bring on E7, then you are putting your queen in danger.
Okay. Bishop on D6.
You are moving your bishop twice.
That we discussed. This one, this one.
Now your target should be that you attack this knight and this pawn at the same time.
Putting my queen. D4.
Right now the move is D4.
D4. This I keep forgetting. The moment you said both, I flash. Yes.
So now this
This
move
I've
is
never played this. No, I should play this.
yes.
D4.
So this queen D4 comes with many advantage. First, it is attacking these two things at the same time.
Yes.
Second, it is on the same diagonal as the king, and you have your bishop also supporting.
Yes.
There can be many dangerous things if white is not careful.
Yes.
So now white generally goes back on f3 to save his knight.
Yes.
Now
And
you need
attacking the queen.
yes. So now what you can do?
Come to D6.
If you come to d6, he will play e5 and attack your knight and your queen.
And the queen. Oh. Yes.
You will lose one of them because knight is defending. Maybe you can come back. I think you have to come back. Or you know, this is like, of course, if you don't play d6, this thing will happen. But even this move you can play. If you don't find this, no need to do anything else. Simply go for the castle. Safest thing.
Okay. Even if there's a bishop or no bishop, I should go for this castling. It's a better way to remember.
Yes.
Hmm.
So now if we do anything else, for example, any random moves, then you bring your rook on e8, attack knight, and also the pawn.
Yes.
If knight same himself, you have two options. Either you can play bishop g4, pin this knight, or you can simply capture.
Yes.
Because if you capture this knight capture, then your rook have to capture.
Okay.
So maybe the castling is more safe. Okay, let's move forward. At this point of time, I don't think there is any benefit of going to g4, because what your knight will achieve on g4? Nothing. Like, you can't attack on anything. Everything is nicely defended. He will simply play s3, then again you have to come back.
No, but my thought was I will, after I bring my knight there, then I capture that h2. The king can't the knight captures, then I take my bishop. I have my queen right behind. Give,
We will see your
come back.
variations. So
It's
for
not
example,
proving the point.
now let's see,
It's not
let's see
working.
your
No,
variation.
it's not working.
So now you are telling you will go and capture this on h2, right?
Yeah, my idea was that, but
Okay,
I didn't.
yeah, that's why it's very important to verify your idea. So for example, if you capture this knight capture, then
Bishop.
where?
With my bishop, I captured by this bishop captures h2. Check.
How this bishop will go to h2?
Oh, that's a white. You got this calculation gone wrong.
Yes.
Yes.
So you are on a different field, but you are imagining yourself on a different field.
Yeah. Even if it was a black square, then also nobody to defend my queen.
Yes, king will simply capture and go
Yeah,
back.
simply move there and it can go there. Even then, it was a wrong calculation or wrong thought.
Yes. So
So
now,
I shouldn't have brought that knight there at all.
yeah, because after this, even white can play s3.
Yeah.
Now you have to again come back on this bad score, because now
Yes.
you can't come back on the same score.
Yes.
So after this, you should always go in the center.
Okay.
Now the idea is, if this knight capture your knight, you will capture with this pawn, because these are double
Yeah,
pawn.
double.
So
Okay.
now if you capture this is called undoubling of your pawn.
Okay.
Now they are no longer double.
Yeah, and much more clearer.
So you solved your pawn problems by moving this knight.
Yes.
If it doesn't capture, you have a strong knight in the center.
Yes.
So these are the small things that you can remember.
Okay. Go. I am saying you capture my knight.
Now, why there is a need to move your bishop?
This knight will capture my bishop.
So
And I'll capture the knight, of course. But I feel bishop much stronger than knight. I
that is a
don't
very
want to
wrong feeling.
exchange my bishop for a knight.
Very
Not
wrong
to
feeling.
exchange. No, it's wrong. But why to exchange when I can save it?
But you are not saving, you are just wasting a move, moving here and there just to save your bishop.
Mhm.
If you have a queen you have to save, you can take 10 moves saving your queen, because you know queen is too powerful.
Mhm.
Bishop and knights are equal piece.
Equal. Yeah.
So why you have to run around and save your bishop?
Mhm.
If this bishop is attacked by a less piece, for example a pawn, then of course you have to save.
Okay.
But if he's saving this bishop from a knight, it means he can just bully you.
Mm.
He will bring his knight or bishop, he will keep attacking and you will keep running here and there, because he got to know that you don't want to exchange your bishop.
Mhm. Okay.
So no need to have any more regard for your bishop. This is just a piece.
Yes.
and you need to calculate when to give up your bishop.
Mhm.
Your target is to just keep improving your position, whatever helps.
Okay.
Now, the best move can be simply go for the castling, put your king to the safety.
Yes.
And now if this knight capture, no problem, capture with your queen. This queen still protecting the knight.
Yeah.
And then maybe this rook will come on d5 on the same file as the queen. So this bishop, existence of this bishop or non-existence of this bishop did not change anything for you.
Mm.
So it means it was not important.
Yes.
But if you lose a rook or if you lose a queen, then it affects.
Yeah.
So that you need to definitely do something in your mind so that you don't save your bishop when there is a no need.
Okay.
Because it helps your opponent to improve his position.
Mm. Yes, I saw also. Like I have my queen right behind. So what is to be this? I saw actually, but
Your king is still in the center and you are saving your bishop. You should save your king
yeah.
first.
First thing is I should go for either side castling is fine. No. What about the queen side castling?
Yeah, queen side castling is also fine. Then it is opposite side castling. You have to be very quick in your attack. Otherwise, he is going to attack.
Okay.
So both are
It
fine.
always.
It's just a choice.
Okay. Looking at
On
my games, I think I should just go for same side castling only. My
Yeah,
yesterday
same
games
side
were.
is more safer and more easy, and the game will take place slowly.
Acha. So first I bring an expertise on my same side castling and then go for this. Of course, if you have options, that is different. Okay.
Yes.
Let's just go for castling at this moment.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Uh,
Now this bishop was trapped. This knight was trapped. Like, like where this knight will go.
hmm,
So that is why if this knight would have been on d5, it would have been a very
so
good
doing
piece.
a good job there. And castling also I have not yet finished. That
Yes.
is another big problem.
I think in this position, it is like because even if you come back on f3, you are still losing your knight.
Yeah.
So when you are losing your knight in the old square, you should choose where to lose your knight.
Okay.
So now the best move can be just don't move your knight anywhere
Okay.
because you can still you should go for the castling on the other side
Castling. Now. Okay.
because the idea is if he captures, then this file is becoming open.
Hmm.
And now you can capture this pawn with your bishop. This knight is pinned,
Yes.
and now you can start attack on this king side.
Okay.
This rook
So
will
it's
come
such a
on g8
yeah.
and this bishop controlling this diagonal. So your attack will be still stronger even if you lost a knight.
Hmm.
So this is one of the idea that you can remember that even if any of your piece has been trapped, decide where to lose that piece. वो जैसे like in Hindi movies मरते मरते भी you done something good.
Hmm.
So this knight has to die anyway. Is where this knight should die. So he can choose either f6, he can choose either capture this pawn on e5, he can go there, or he can capture this pawn. So which square is best? That you can decide if you can't save it.
Generally, when such a position comes, no, I think marna hi hai to chalo, let it capture some any piece which is like could have captured f2, it could have captured e5, any of this.
Yeah, so that you have to see which things improve. For example, if you come to f6, then this pawn captures, and now this file is open to attack on your king, who is still in the center.
No, but if I capture that e5,
You capture on e5, this knight will capture, which comes with the attack on queen.
all the more danger. Okay.
If you go there, he will capture with his bishop, developing his bishop.
Mm.
So now the only move I think is just not doing anything. Let this knight die on this square.
Okay.
Because this will help you to put your bishop in this knight, and you can take this one move that you will take to save your knight in the castling.
Okay.
And then you have this empty h file to attack.
Mm. Okay.
So see, now this file is open.
Yeah.
And it is like which move? Let me see which move. So this is move number 14. And in move
Before
number,
10th move, I should finish my castling, no? Generally.
yeah, depend on the situation, but it is too late. Your king is still in the center. It's very dangerous.
Mm.
So this is one important thing that you need to be careful. King safety is the first important point.
Yeah.
So attacking, saving, or moving any piece comes later. First, king safety. So that you need to be see when to do. So now the rook came, attacked.
Mm.
Now there is a tactic. For example, if you capture with your queen and think you have your bishop to protect, this bishop cannot move and queen can simply
Yeah.
capture it
Mm.
because this bishop is pinned.
Pinned. Yes.
So,
And I
so
can't
now,
move.
now after this knight capture, again you are moving your bishop.
I wanted to capture that rook on e5.
No, but he will not let you capture. He will just play any move.
Mm.
Because right now this bishop is pinned. So why not save your king?
Even now, I could have done castling.
Yeah, now also you can go for the castle.
Castling. Yes.
Then this file is open for you to enjoy your attack.
Yeah. Yes. This stage, I could have come to rook on g, then bishop attacks h3.
Yes, this should be the idea.
This I generally miss out, this h, rook, and that bishop on e5, It's quite, when I analyze, I always see this. This I miss. I could have moved my rook to g and capture this, and this pawn can't move, no? g2.
Yes, yes, but that you can only do when your own king is safe.
Oh, no, after, of course, after keeping my king safe, of course. Yeah. Okay. Mm.
So now, see, you have to save your queen. You should not go on e7 because the rook is there.
Okay.
So go somewhere else. Maybe go to even c6.
Okay.
You just be
Not on the
little.
same file as the queen and the rook.
Yes.
Okay.
But right now you could have win the game or get the advantage straight away in this position. So you in this position you are only seeing that knight is attacking your queen. And
Yes.
now I want you to see the whole chessboard and see which move is best. Black has a chance to come back.
my rook, that knight will capture. And then again this knight comes. Then this bishop captures. Wait a second. Bishop on A is not doing anything.
No, but now
It is stuck there.
your
And
queen is under attack.
the main is my queen now. If I have to move my queen, the from queen and the rook. So c5.
Sometimes when your own piece is under attack, we don't see that we can attack something. We just straight away we go into saving our piece. So that is why being aware about all the pieces of us and our opponent and being aware about whole chessboard is very important. Queen and rook on the same file is always dangerous. We should take advantage of that.
So according to you, this queen should capture that queen, no? Queen capture queen, no?
Then
And that rook E, rook on E1 captures my queen.
then
And that rook on D captures D1.
so now after all
And it is
this,
a check. And it comes with a check. And nobody can capture that rook.
yes. So now, so what did you gain?
Both queen and rook gone from the opponent. And for me, only queen.
So
It's a
is
good
it
battle.
benefit or loss?
Yes, yes. Definitely benefited.
So definitely this is the move.
Because I've got two rooks plus two bishop. And yes.
Yeah, he has only one rook and these three pieces.
Okay.
So you have two rooks. You will be in the advantage.
So whenever such a position comes, I should have a good look at the board and calculate. Yes.
So this move was available in this position.
Yes.
Now the king has to move because this knight cannot break, otherwise he will capture this.
Yeah.
So now king goes there. And now this bishop is also pinned because if this bishop moves, this rook will capture the.
Yeah. Now I've got my black bishop, black square. So make use of that also. No?
Yes. Now maybe this bishop is undefended. Maybe you can bring it back.
Right here. Yes.
And this rook also can enter into the game.
Game. Yes. You can just come to G file also, no? The other rook, but of course this knight is there. Okay. Yeah.
Under your rook like this.
Whenever knight enters my area, I get very scared. It jumps over.
Yeah, that's why always calculate in advance where this knight can jump,
Yes.
and then move accordingly.
Yeah. Okay.
So now
I
your
knew my
bishop.
bishop is gone. I knew my bishop is gone. Whether to save my bishop or whether to attack this knight. These were the two things in my mind.
So what you can do is now there is a like very beautiful tactic. The tactic is you knew that if you capture this bishop is gone, right?
Yeah.
And this knight is undefended right now.
Yes.
So what you can do, you can sacrifice your bishop by capturing this one.
Okay.
Now this bishop is attacking the rook at the same time attacking the knight.
If
And
the bishop, this pawn will capture. Yeah.
now pawn captures. Now you capture the knight.
Oh,
Now the benefit is you captured one extra pawn.
yeah. मरते मरते करके गया कुछ काम.
Yes.
Yes.
And now this
Okay.
pawn is also undefended.
Undefended. Hmm.
Small things improve your game very
Yes.
drastically.
And my rook, I don't make use of the other rook. That is the worst scenario I'm having nowadays. See, this rook on H can easily have come to G, right?
Yes.
Of course, after that knight, before the knight came into the big game, like F6, and then capture that and at least scare the opponent, giving checks.
So in this game, you were late bringing your h8 rook because your king was still in the center. You took time, and now your king went
50
to
moves.
c8, but now the knight jumped. So now you don't have time. You did not get
Time,
time because
yes.
your king was always in center.
Okay.
So if you put your king into the safety, then all these ideas you can apply.
Yeah, I can think about other ideas. Okay.
Yes.
In this position, no, I was, mm, of course, this will not move at all. That I'm worried, like if that knight comes, I can go, but the other knight is there. The bishop was there. I moved my king very late. That
Now
was,
still you have two rooks and bishop. He also had two rooks and knight, so it's equal because he blundered his bishop.
mm,
Now let's see. Yeah, now he blundered his knight also.
mm,
I think in this kind of position, even I think you can like now you can simply capture the knight. That is totally fine. Or even you can sacrifice your one of the rook. When this pawn captures, you capture. This is a check.
yes. Now I was thinking if I capture the knight and he brings his rook there to E3.
Okay, let's see. So now where e3?
That, yeah, he comes to E3. So now this is a good position for,
I think now there is a very beautiful tactic. The tactic is rook capture on g3.
it's a check. Okay.
So now, if he want to capture, he has to capture with this pawn.
Yes.
When this pawn capture, there is no one to defend the rook.
Yes. Now I captured it.
Now you capture, check.
Yes. Now it's a check. Yes.
And now suppose if
And
king goes to h1, now you bring one more attack.
okay.
This is defended by your rook. This queen is controlling this diagonal. So the king has to go to h2.
Yes.
Now you will go f2 checkmate.
Yes. And if that queen kept, of course, it queen giving check. No? So bishop is not giving the check. Okay.
So
This I could
if
have sacrificed one of my rooks.
yeah, to
But
force
yeah,
this pawn to
thinking
move.
about this game, like where the queen could have come.
Because even after this check, suppose if he doesn't capture, so suppose if you go, now there are two things. If you go to h2, then game over, straight away checkmate.
Okay.
Or he cannot go to h1, that he may try going f1.
Okay.
But now you can still go to queen,
Go to G. Yes.
where
G2.
yeah
But
you can
again, he'll
go.
keep running.
Yeah, so I
Better
think the
to go to
best
G1.
you go to h1 check.
Okay, so he doesn't have time to capture my G3.
Yes.
Okay.
So now the king has to go to e2 only.
Yes.
Now, again, there is a tactic because this rook is undefended, but your rook is also under attack.
Yeah.
So what you can do, you can give up your rook by capturing his rook, which comes with a check.
Okay.
And whenever he captures with his king or with his pawn, there is no one to defend his rook.
Yes.
So now if he captures your rook, then you go capture his rook.
Mm-hmm.
You just wiped out his side.
Yeah, the whole board.
He has only queen. These are some of the tactics which you will be learning day by day.
Okay. Okay. Make use of all the resources. This H rook I am not using nowadays, and more worried
Yes.
about that game also. Like the opponent's rook was in that corner, the king also. Oh,
So in this game also you are black. Let's see what happened. Okay. So now you have faced many opponents who bring their queen out on h5 too early.
yeah.
Now you generally place queen e7, right?
Yes.
Which is a good move, but today we will see how to respond this move better by
Okay.
taking advantage of his queen and keep developing our piece.
Okay.
So now think for any other move than queen e7. Keep calculating what exactly he is threatening and then keep responding in such a way that it keep improves your position.
Two things I can see. One is the queen is attacking f7, queen is attacking e5. Okay. Of course, f7, the king can capture. And e5 comes with a check. So I can move my d7 to d6. One is that, or my knight to g comes to f6. Knight f6.
How knight f6 is defending your pawn on e5?
It's not defending the pawn. If you have to defend the pawn, then d6 is a good one. Or I
Uh,
can bring my knight from b to c6.
okay, now based on your understanding and experience, what do you think? D6 is a good move to defend pawn or knight C6 is good move to defend it?
Knight Knight c6 is better.
Why?
Mm, One is I'm developing my knight, and wherever it goes, I can jump and more area it can.
Yes, you are serving two
More
purpose.
powerful. Mm,
So you are defending the pawn, you are also developing a piece. D6 only defending a pawn.
yes.
So right now in this position, now you will remember after e4, e5, if your opponent plays queen h5, attack this pawn, you will always defend with knight c6.
Okay.
So now no more queen e7. So now you will defend this pawn with
Okay.
knight c6. So now your opponent will play bishop c4. Continue. How will you defend? First, tell me what is the threat, and then tell me what will you do.
It is f7. F7. The queen and bishop both attacking my f7. comes with a check.
Yes, so white is threatening checkmate straight away.
Yes.
So how will you defend?
G6.
Yes, right now you will play G6.
Yes.
Okay, now your opponent goes Queen F3. Now tell me what is the threat and how will you defend it?
Again, he's attacking my F7. Oh, I
Again,
think
he
this
is threatening the checkmate.
yeah.
How will you defend?
If I bring my knight here, G F6, knight F6.
And suppose if you capture your knight,
Capture with my queen.
yes. So right now, knight F6 is the best move.
Yes.
You are defending this threat at the same time developing a piece.
Yes.
And now this knight on G7 is very bad. G1.
Hmm.
Okay, now suppose he plays what he plays. Suppose he start bringing his knight. Now what will you do?
Take bishop. My bishop. C5. Bishop on to C5.
Whenever you play this G6 move, your bishop should always be developed on G7.
Acha. Okay.
Because otherwise he will have these kind of attack on your king and rook.
Okay. Oh.
So this
So I
bishop
should develop my bishop from this side.
will act
Yeah.
as an important defender for your king, like a bodyguard.
Yeah.
So whenever you play G6, this bishop will become a bodyguard, stays on G7 for a while.
Okay.
So now what will you play? You play bishop G7 or you will play something else?
We'll play G7.
So this is the move that you can play, but you can wait for that move. You can even go for knight d4, attacking the queen.
Okay.
And not only attacking the queen, you are also threatening knight capture on c2 check, which comes with the attack on rook.
Check on this. Oh.
See how powerful
Because
this
no
knight
knight
becomes.
we can't capture also. This I should definitely remember. Generally, there will be a knight on that F3, no? Like,
Yes, yes, yes.
so if there is no knight on F3, I should always prefer this kind of move.
Yes.
Okay.
So now if you go there, the white has to go back to his room.
Yes.
From where the queen came in the beginning.
Yeah.
So see how many moves he wasted. First he go to h5, then he again go back there, then he again go back there. 3 moves.
Yes.
And in 3 moves, you have improved your position.
Yes.
Because if queen doesn't go back, if he want to be stubborn and stay there, now you will simply win his rook.
Yes.
So now there is no threat.
Yes.
So now the king moves, you simply capture his rook.
We lost that castling right also.
Yes.
Yes.
And now you will play bishop g7 and then you will castle.
No,
Your
see,
knight,
because my this mode, this side castling is still safer only, no?
because you have too many pieces to defend your king.
Okay.
No need to worry. You have your knight, you have your bishop, you have your queen.
Okay, nice guard.
Yes,
Okay.
you have too
Can
many
castle on
guards.
this side also. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Just because there is a queen, just because there is a rook, no need to worry.
Okay.
If you have enough defenders, it is totally fine.
Okay. And the opponent king moved to this side means I can castle on G8 side and
Start
start
attack
attack
on the other
the
side.
other. Yes. Okay, okay.
So now the move, generally white has to go back.
Yes.
Now what will you play?
When there. Now I'll move my bishop to where it can come. G G7.
Yeah, bishop
How
g7.
about 6? How about H6? That later on, eh?
Why at 6? What is
Why to
the...
obstruct that?
No,
Okay.
but what is the purpose of h6?
Nothing at all.
So now you can play bishop g7 also, or you can think for your opponent what your opponent may do. So most likely your opponent will try to bring his knight and go for the castling, right?
Yeah.
So always think for your opponent. So it means whatever you play, he's going to play knight f3, right?
Yes.
So you can do something for this f3 in advance, because when he comes there he will be attacking your knight which is defended, but he will happily exchange this knight who is very strong in the center.
Mm.
So how you can do something about this f3 knight in advance?
B6. Make way for the white bishop.
Yes, this is the move. So you will play d6.
Yes.
The idea is, if he bring his knight, attack your knight, no need to worry anything, you will play bishop g4.
Yes.
Now his
The
own knight
king.
is pinned
Yeah.
and attack twice.
Yes.
Now think, suppose if you play s3, now what will you do?
Come here. Come to E6.
Then what did you achieve by going there on g4 if you have to come back?
But see, if I go to, there are only two places. I can't go to F5.
First tell me what are the option do you have right now with this bishop?
One is it can capture.
So you have to calculate capture also.
Okay.
So calculate what will happen if you capture this knight.
That is capture. Then that pawn capture. G2 captures F3.
Now you see the white position is better or worse?
It is bad for white.
Yes, so why not capture and destroy his pawn structure?
Okay.
Now this king was about to castle on king side, right?
Yeah. So it
And
knows
you
that.
already broke down his wall.
Hmm.
And he will take so much time to castle on this side.
Yes.
So this is the defeat your bishop achieved.
I shouldn't run away. Straight away capture.
In this position.
Whenever a pawn comes near my little bigger piece, no powerful piece, then I try to run away like.
You
Actually,
should
with this piece,
calculate
it happens
all
quite a
all the...
number of times.
Yes, you should calculate all the available options.
Okay.
So now, yeah, now if he castle, again on this side, then it will be game over very, very quickly. Because of this, open G file, you may play queen D7, attack this pawn. This knight is already attacking this pawn. This knight
Yeah.
will jump very quickly, so it will be game over if he castle.
Yes. So full
So
open file for G.
yes, this is the best use of your bishop.
Yeah.
As a king of your army, you should be able to decide when to ask your soldiers to go and die.
Yeah. And
So
when they die, also do something useful before they die.
yes,
Shaheed bano.
yes.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
this was the line that you will play. So now we will quickly
Okay.
revise. Now
Yeah.
e4, e5. Your opponent plays
Okay.
queen h5. Tell me the move.
Mine was knight c6.
Your opponent plays bishop c4.
Knight, take my knight or my this something. Take my knight or okay. I play it now. F6. Knight f6. I was thinking whether I played my knight f6 or my pawn on d6. I never played my pawn on d6, right?
Both of this move will result into game over right away. What is the threat?
f7.
Then that should be your
I
focus.
should have moved my, oh my goodness, g6. Yes.
Now your opponent plays queen f3.
This one. Then I move my knight to f6. Yes, I should remember this g. Otherwise, game over within less than 5 moves.
Yes. Now your opponent plays, for example, knight c3.
Okay. Okay. Knight on d4.
Now your opponent plays queen d1.
Well, now I played my d6.
Now your opponent develops his knight.
Yeah, now c bishop c4. C4.
c4.
What is that? H4.
How this bishop will go to h4?
G4. Sorry.
Now your opponent attack your bishop.
Yeah. Now I'll capture that bishop capture f3. Yes.
This is
Then
what
knight.
you have to achieve.
Yes. Now in the whole procedure, I forgot this g6, the most important move.
Yeah, game would be over if you don't play g6.
If I don't play that, yes.
So it doesn't matter
Okay.
what you play. If you play this, then game over.
Mhm. Yeah.
Even if you play d6, then game over.
Yes, yes. Both bishop nicely attacking bishop and queen.
If you try to defend your f7 with this knight, he will play this move.
Hmm.
First he will capture your knight, then he will threat checkmate.
Yes.
So that is why g6 is the only.
G6 is the only move I know.
So this was the opening idea that you will respond. Now we will see how the game went. You're moving
Which
your
I did.
bishop twice.
Yeah.
There is no
Why
need for
I'm
this
moving?
move.
I should have moved my knight. That time itself, I should have gone to the center. That knight, no, on
Y-
D4.
Yeah,
Before
knight
the
can.
queen came here. Before
Yeah,
the
knight.
queen moved.
Yeah, knight can go, or even you can play g6, develop this bishop, and then go for the castling on
Okay.
either side.
Yeah.
Yes. So now you already won an extra piece, right?
Yes.
This game you should be winning, but you lost. So now we will see why
And
you
I
lost.
lost badly.
Why to move this queen? You are moving the same piece again and again.
And this bishop has to come out, no?
So this bishop
F.
can come out from this way also.
But supposing castling, I'm thinking on this side later.
Which side? On this side.
See this position. Now the white has moved its pawn from A and like castling, where I should do now? Seeing the opponent, this which side should I castle?
Does your king has any threat right now?
Nothing.
So why to hurry for the castling?
Okay.
You can simply play g6.
Okay.
And now, if he castle on this side, you already got to know he castled. You will also play g7.
Okay.
Now he play any random moves, you castle. See the position of your king. No one can break it. When you have a bishop in front of your king and a knight, it doesn't matter how good your opponent is. This is very strong defense. And you already have 4 pieces in front of 3 pieces. So this should be your idea.
Okay. What is happening now? I'm thinking only the pawn struck this ABC, that pawn can make a
Yes.
shield for the king. I should think about the other pieces can also play an equally important role. A better role, in fact. Okay.
Why this knight on b8? On your initial square, the worst position square for your knight. Why not simply go to d4 in the center?
Yes.
If this knight capture, these exchanges are good for you because you already have extra piece.
Okay.
And if this queen captures, then he will lose his rook also.
Oh, this bishop move I could have done later. Okay.
And if this queen moves, capture his rook.
Yes.
Game over. So now these kind of things you need to definitely change. Whenever your piece come under attack, don't run away somewhere.
Yeah.
Go into the center.
Yeah.
Especially when you have a pawn to defend you.
Yeah.
No need to worry about these exchanges.
Okay.
You let him capture, your pawn will capture, and then we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Even if this bishop move is not there, still it is good for you because you have an extra piece.
Yes. Yes.
So no problem. But now this knight came on b1. Now you see your both rooks are disconnected.
Yes.
This knight will take so many lives to come into the set.
Yes.
So these are the small things that are very important. Can create or break things for you.
Yeah.
So now this knight again has to come back.
Yeah.
So now if you get a chance, when you have extra material, always go for the exchange.
Okay, I could have just captured this knight, which is at the center.
Just remove everything. In the last, you will be left with one extra piece.
Okay.
This rule we have remembered that when you are ahead in material, always try for exchange everything.
Okay. See, the other rook is sitting tight on A now. I'm not moving that. That is again.
There is no need to move right now. You can do these things first.
Okay. Okay. Should have captured this. Okay, now.
So now you are moving your pawn, opening up your king. Why there is a need to move this pawn when you can capture with your bishop? Just exchange everything.
Exchange. Okay.
So this bishop is undefended. You should have a good look
High
at
on that.
this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And and also when you move this, who is there to defend your knight?
Yes.
Because right
The
now,
worst move was this f7 pawn move. I could have made use of the bishop and the
yeah,
queen.
still everything is fine. This is the blunder, e4.
This blunder. Yes.
These are mistakes. This is blunder.
Blunder.
Like mistakes can be corrected after a while, but blunder there is no coming back
Yeah.
because this knight is only defended by this pawn, and if you move this pawn, this knight is gone.
One.
Now the
Yes.
material is again equal,
Yeah.
and now you are defending your bishop with your queen, which is already attacked twice.
Yes.
Simply bring it back somewhere,
Okay.
because if you play your queen, you still cannot save. He has two attackers. You have only one defender. The simple
Yeah.
rule.
So better bring it back.
Yes.
Okay.
I think right now it's good to capture the queen
The
first
queen. Yes.
because his rook is undefended.
Yeah, and he will capture my queen.
No problem. You
I
capture his
capture
rook.
this, no problem. And the other rook
Capture your rook. You
undefended.
capture with your rook.
One. Even now it's okay, but I lost.
Yes. Still
I
it's
mean,
okay.
even then it's okay. Yeah.
Still you have one extra pawn.
Yes.
So
And as
still
long
there are
as my king
chances.
is safe.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. No, I remember this, like when to exchange, no? Especially that.
And okay, now you should never move your rook to block check because this rook get pinned on f7. Because if you play
Okay.
rook f7, this rook is stuck there because of the queen.
Okay.
In this, simply go to h8. Now you are threatening two things. You are threatening bishop capture rook, queen capture on c7.
Okay.
Suppose if your rook would have been on f8, right now you could have captured this knight.
Yes.
Because queen cannot capture because you have your
Yes.
rook.
Yes.
Right now you cannot capture.
Mhm.
So this is the benefit of keeping the rook on f5 and moving your king. Because now this rook is stuck pinned by the opponent queen.
Yes.
And now this bishop is also pinned.
Mm. The queen also. This was the saddest part of the whole game. I don't know why some of my middle games tactics are very, very horrible.
Now you lost your rook also
Now
because
see, yeah, now he is threatening me with so many pieces. I shouldn't have moved my queen at all there, right?
now the
When
situation was worse. You could have done
was
nothing.
worse. Yeah.
When there was a time to exchange everything, you should have gone for the exchange.
Gone for that. Yes.
You don't get many chance again and again.
Yes.
So
Hmm.
these are the few things from this game. One is opening, and second is when you are ahead in development, always go for exchange.
Yeah.
This game you are playing white. Let's see what happens. Yes, so now you should be very careful of this move. That knight e2 comes with a attack on your queen and on king.
Mm.
Right now he cannot do because of this knight.
Yes.
But the moment you move your knight, your queen is gone.
Here we go. Yes.
So maybe simply you can play rook e1 just to control this square. And
Okay.
then this knight gets free to move.
Okay.
Always be careful when you have a queen and king like this and this knight is in the center. Just be very careful of this move.
Mm.
This rook,
This two rooks, I could move that F, rook on F or rook on C.
rook f, because this rook is controlling this open c file. You don't have your pawn blocking. Whenever these two pieces move, your rook will be
You
controlling.
can move. Okay. Hmm.
This rook e1 is the move right now.
Okay.
And now the move you played, which you should not have played,
You
you
shouldn't have
moved
played.
your knight.
What I shouldn't do, I'll be doing horrible. Oh my God.
And now he will happily
No,
capture
I
you.
am eyeing that queen. No, even
But you are not keeping your queen safe.
my queen safe and my king safe rather.
Now he played knight e2. Game over straight up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why didn't you capture his acha? Because it was a check. Yeah, that is why maybe after this check you can simply play h1.
Okay.
Now if he capture, you capture. Now there are three attacker on this knight.
Okay.
And now if you play this knight, it doesn't come with a check.
Check. Okay.
His
And
queen
I
is also.
captured the queen.
Yes.
Okay. This I will. One is that F2 this, and second is this.
So
Okay.
now he will not move his knight. He will try to attack your bishop.
Okay.
Now what you can do, you can capture this knight. You can capture with, for example, you will capture. Yeah, you can capture with your knight. Give check.
Mm.
If you capture with this pawn, you capture with your bishop. Attack the queen. This bishop is defended by your rook.
Yes.
Now he moves queen.
Okay.
Now you will do your rook lift.
Rook left. Okay.
Now he cannot capture this rook because this pawn.
Yes.
And then he may try to bring his, for example, other rook. What you will be do? You will go to rook h3.
Okay.
Now he will try to defend this pawn. Then you will bring other rook also.
Yes.
So in this way, you can make use of your all of pieces even if you don't have your queen.
Okay.
So we'll see the next game now. Yeah, in this game also you are white. Let's see what happens. So right now your king is under attack. You have various options. The worst option is knight e2, which you played. Because you are blocking your own pieces.
But any piece I move, I'll be blocking it. No? If I move my queen also, I'm blocking. If I move my...
No, if you move your bishop, then you are not blocking because you are
Then I'm not
developing your
blocking.
bishop. And you play knight
Okay.
f3 castle.
F3. Castle. Okay.
Queen is never
Bishop I
blocked.
should have... Okay.
These these minor pieces should not be blocked because they take time enter into the game.
Okay.
This queen need only one move to enter.
Okay.
And now like he may try to play queen g6 to attack this pawn.
Mm.
So no problem. You can even play bishop f3 defending this pawn.
Okay.
Now you can play knight e2 right now because there is no bishop on f3.
Yes. Okay.
Even this bishop has to stay there because if this bishop moves, then this bishop capture on b2 will be winning the rook.
Mm.
So if your opponent give you a check, always either you can you should always block with your bishop
Bishop. Okay.
and knight. Then knight can be developed
Okay.
because now it will be very difficult to move this bishop.
Yeah.
So he's already attacking your king side,
Yes.
and you cannot develop this bishop even playing g3 because this bishop will capture you.
Yes.
So now there are two pieces who is attacking on g2, queen and this bishop.
Yes.
Right now you should play rook g1, just simply defending this pawn, and then maybe queen d2, castle on this side.
Castle on this side. Okay.
See, when your king is in the center, don't go for attack straight.
Mm-hmm.
It is very dangerous. First, you should worry about your king's safety. Put your king to the safety after castling, then go for these kind of moves.
I moved that to attack the queen and to save g2.
Yeah, but your king is still open.
Still open. Yes.
So this is a
Just
good
finish the
move. But
castling.
yes, first finish the castling, then do all these things.
All these experiments. Okay.
Because these two pieces are called loose pieces. There is no one to defend. This bishop is defending this knight, but there is no one to defend this bishop.
This bishop. Yes.
And your pieces should not go this too far in the opening when your king is still in the center.
Okay.
It is very dangerous.
I could have just moved my queen and gone for the queen side castling.
Yes, and then play all these moves.
Play all this. Okay. Recapture like this. Why did I move this?
You also have no idea. Let's see.
No, because no. That bishop, this knight capture, that bishop is there, no?
No,
I
but
was
you have your
thinking...
knight to save.
No, and even this knight is saved by the other bishop.
Yeah. So there is no need
Yeah.
for this move.
I thought the king moved here, no? So I thought, oh, I'll come to E.
If you want to move, you should move your king to b1 to get away from this diagonal.
This diagonal. No, the opponent king. Why I moved my queen? What I'm trying to tell is the opponent king is on E file, right?
So you should
That
bring
is
this
the reason I moved my...
this sleeping rook.
This I should have moved. Yes. I don't touch one of my rooks.
This queen is still good defending this knight twice.
Twice. Yes.
This rook is sleeping on h1.
Yeah.
Why not wake him
Yeah.
up, bring on
Activate.
the same file?
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Oh.
Yes, now was the very important decision you had to make. You will capture a knight or you will capture a pawn. What you will do?
I captured the knight.
But you capture the pawn in the game.
So eyeing for the check.
No, which check? Where is a check?
Capture this. That pawn will capture. It has the queen also. There is no check. I should have captured this knight.
Simply winning a piece.
Yeah.
Like if you capture this, you already captured one extra piece. Your rook is also active.
Also activate. Yes. And then I could have moved my, if I had captured this knight from D, okay, then I move my rook to and give check.
You need to be careful still.
Then again this is there. Check.
And when you capture this pawn, your opponent must have got shocked. Like there must be some mystery behind this.
Electric shock. Electric shock. Like a fool. Oh my God.
He must be thinking this is, there must be some very deep reason behind this move.
No, I was telling no, cooking and chess doesn't go hand in hand. That was the game, both the games yesterday.
He must have thought that he's losing a knight, but then he lost a pawn only.
It was not my day yesterday of all the things.
And now you are sacrificing your rook very happily.
Happily.
And he also did not see because he already thought you are doing some genius move by this pawn, and he can simply capture your rook with his queen.
See, if I brought my queen there, now supposing.
See, in the last game that we were analyzing, you were asking question that you are not able to bring this rook. The fault is
Yes.
yours.
Yeah, I agree totally.
You are
That's
doing.
what I'm telling. No, in all the games which I analyzed, no, I am not touching one of the rooks. I don't know why. Now I have to self-analysis. No, I
You are
have to
going
do.
for all these kind of adventures and not bringing your rook.
Yes. Now, if my rook was on D, if it was on D, it would have been a very good.
And see your pieces. They are into your opponent territory, but they are doing nothing.
Nothing.
They are just having their time there. So there should be a purpose behind each move.
Yes.
And follow basic principle. This rook is undeveloped, develop him somewhere.
Yes, and none of these are connected also. No, my pieces all
Yes,
not talking to each other.
they are just having their own individual journey. So you should be very. This could have been a very good game because you already have. You could have captured this knight. Then it's easy game.
Yes. Supposing I captured that knight first, and then
Yeah, bring the other rook also into the game.
bring the other rook into the game.
Then
Yes.
game over because he already lost castling right.
Yes.
But you are still not bringing this rook. You are just
Till the
moving.
end, I think I didn't bring. I'm telling no, I don't know. I have to make my hand and mind work together to bring that rook out. These are too many things like happening in now.
Now maybe even you can give this check first.
Okay.
we go there, then what do you do? Even you can give this check first. Because if you capture your knight, then you can play G for winning his queen.
Oh, okay.
Because the king is already in very worse position. This should end very quickly.
I was the king's royal journey. No, I was surprised seeing his journey of the king. I'm
Your
wondering
pieces
like
are not
what to
connected.
do, and I don't know what to do. Like sort of this game, no, a bit.
See, your pieces are just undefended. There is no one to defend this knight.
Yes.
In this position, you should never exchange your queens. Because when you exchange your queens, your attack is very slow. There is no one to attack them.
Okay. I shouldn't have exchanged my queen in this
Now you
position.
are lost everything.
Thing.
You
Gone.
know
Everything gone.
this game you should keep as a worst possible game you can play.
Yeah, I agree. Terrible. I'm sorry about that. It was. I felt very bad, especially the king making a what royal walk from eighth rank
No,
till here, and I am not doing anything. All my pieces, especially the second rook, is just sitting in that corner. That is another big blunder. Huh? Here now,
here you should simply play d8 and bring the queen.
he'll capture, no?
So no problem, you at least capture is one of the rook. At least now you both have one rook. Earlier he had two.
Okay.
Now what he can do, he may try to push this pawn, try to attack them. Still it's a game over for white, but at least you removed one of the rook.
Yes. I was dancing with this one pawn, king, and that rook. I didn't know at this stage what is to be done. So he brought that last, I think 2 seconds were left. This
It
was the
was check.
worst.
Yeah,
This was the
checkmate.
worst. Yeah.
After this check, yeah, you go there, he go. You again come back, no problem. Repeat, draw is a good for you.
If he captures, I'll capture.
Yes.
Yeah. And I could have got the queen also now. Now, leave alone that. I could have got the queen, no? But he
Yes.
gave me check.
Even if you don't want to lose your pawn, you can simply
Hmm.
play e6 also.
Play this side. Yes. He'll come here, then I give the queen.
If he comes there, you come there, attack the rook also.
Okay.
Now he save his rook, you bring your queen.
This I should have done. No, I could have come here. This I wanted to learn actually. Okay. Hmm.
So this was the end of this beautiful game.
First game. Nothing was beautiful. Horrible. Now I shouldn't have gone to that eighth rank at all. I should have come piche. Should have come.